It's fitting, though somewhat ironic, that the annual Aircraft Interiors Expo takes place in Hamburg, a vital German seaport. It's also the place where many factory-fresh Airbus jets are outfitted with their interiors. Each spring, the halls at the Hamburg Messe provide stage for everyone from seat manufacturers to dessert chefs, all in pursuit of impressing airlines enough so they decide to use these products on board their planes. It's a surprisingly social event, where business is done with handshakes and the occasional pint. Irish seatmaker Thomson Aero Seating even injected a bit of provenance into its stand, treating attendees to an Irish folk band. It's also about generating sales leads and addressing a few critical things in the industry, especially for those like plane maker Boeing.
The whole trend right now with seat manufacturers, it's all about getting more and more seats into the economy class and building hotels up in first class. So we're at a point with economy that you cannot get more seats into the airplane unless something radical has got to happen.
While airplanes aren't changing in terms of shape just yet, the ideas of what can be done to change passenger perceptions are. While past expos have focused on in-flight entertainment as ways to enhance a passenger's experience, this year the idea of augmented reality was front and center. Throughout the halls, makers displayed concepts on what it might mean to leave your seat, all while staying seated.
If we can't physically change the airplane, we got to change our brain. We got to totally change our perception. So we literally get to the point where we are so put in another environment that our body, our physical body, doesn't realize that we're in a really cramped space, but our avatar body has been taken to some relaxing tropical island and we're just fine.
What's also clear is that the industry is waking up to more ideas about what a premium cabin might mean. Major airlines around the globe are in the middle of fleet renewals that, coupled with an increasing number of growth markets and better economic conditions, means more spending on the products that fetch bigger fares. In short, business class cabins are back.
Over the last 10 years, interiors have become a way for airlines to differentiate and tell a story. And it's a very thriving, competitive environment, but not a lot of collaboration between the different stakeholders. So as a result of that, I think it's somewhat slow to innovate. There are also a lot of regulatory issues and scrutiny for anything that goes into an airplane interior. So the R&D is very, very slow.
Also on display is a dizzying assortment of things that are not essential but key to meeting passenger expectations. Providers of in-flight Wi-Fi systems jockey to lure an airline that hasn't yet outfitted its fleet. Big brands roll out intricate showcases here too. At Panasonic's stand, premium seats are on display with true widescreen televisions and the electronic bells and whistles to go with them. But it's not all about entertainment and connectivity. Evacuation slides, life jackets, and inflatable rafts provide interesting punctuation between displays. They're reminders that the basis for anything that goes on board an aircraft is safety. These things are found at the adjoining World Travel Catering and Onboard Services Expo. In these halls, the smell of sizzling sirloin and the sight of drizzling chocolate ganache help to dampen the sobering idea of emergencies mid-flight. LSG Skychefs, which in 2014 prepared 578 million airline meals globally, had a fleet of cooks in its kitchen, wooing potential airline customers with the idea that the right food is the extension of a good brand.
You can really look at the airline. What is the desired brand positioning for the airline? Which values do they have? And then you look at the passengers in their cultural environment, and then you try to match the wishes from the passengers with the airline values to strengthen the airline brand.
While LSG Skychefs is the clear airline catering juggernaut, so too is exposure given to the smaller brands trying to edge their way into the airline food chain. Danish coffee roaster Growers Cup set up shop, showcasing its trademark coffee and tea brewing bag. The company's Jens Gundtoft thinks the responsibly sourced selections inside the pre-prepared all-in-one brewing bags would be the perfect complement to a premium class service.
The show itself is made really well for people who just want to come in and look at the market. You feel that it's a big family and they're open It's a new innovation, new things coming in. They're looking for it.
Getting people around the world comfortably is a common refrain at this event, and those here know that happy passengers mean happy airlines.
There should be an effort to try to make the in-flight experience as pleasant as possible. That goes beyond just entertaining them. That needs to be about helping them with better ergonomics, with better cabin environments, with services that they can experience and benefit from as they're traveling from point A to point B.
So what will the future of all that happens above the wing hold? That's a question that the exhibitors in these halls are trying to prove they have the answer to. Be it virtual reality or the perfect cup of coffee mid-flight, this gathering has surely set the discussion until the Aircraft Interiors Expo lands again here next year. For Monocle in Hamburg, I'm Tristan McAllister.